England will expect to pick up their second group win against an Ireland side that lost to Bangladesh in their opening match.
You can't win games without, good bowlers and good bowling attacks. But then obviously you need the runs as well on the board. So it is kind of, 6 to 1 and half a dozen of the other. So, as long as we've got blokes that are performing for you and firing all at the same time, and you gel well together, then that's who'll win the World Cup.
The group stages are now underway in the most important competition in Asian club football. Gamba Osaka of Japan won the 2008 Asian Champions League, and they made an impressive start against Australia's Melbourne Victory. The Japanese side were 3-0 up inside 11 minutes and went on to win this Group E opener 5-1. Meanwhile, Asian Champion League debutants Jeju United from South Korea hosted the Chinese Super League side Tianjin Teda in their Group E opener. And the only goal of the game came in the 55th minute. Yudabo here with the winner Tianjin clinch a 1-0 victory. Now there's a huge Premier League game in England in just a little while. Defending champions Chelsea are at home against leaders Manchester United. A victory would take Chelsea into the top 4, but preparations for the game have been overshadowed by a police investigation into defender Ashley Cole. Now, he shot a work experience student with an air rifle at the Chelsea training ground. Cole will play against United, but the club are taking disciplinary action against the England fullback. Coach Ancelotti has also denied losing control.
It's not true that here there is not discipline, because I think that the player on the pitch are and so you can judge the player on the pitch. The player on the pitch are showing a fair play, are showing a respect for the referees, are showing a respect for the fans. This is what you have to judge, not other things.
AC Milan have strengthened their grip on the Italian Serie A top spot. They beat third-place Napoli 3-0 on Monday. The visitors knew a win would see them draw level with Milan on points. Milan's top scorer, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, opened the scoring in the second half with his 14th of the season. He converted a penalty after a handball in the area. And a goal from Kevin Prince Boateng, and then this superb solo effort from Alexander Pato guaranteed the points for the Rossoneri. The win sees Milan move 5 points clear at the top of the league. They face Juventus on Saturday. Now, here is confirmation of the top of the Serie A table. Milan leading from city rivals Inter. Napoli stay third. They're just 1 point behind Inter and still in the automatic Champions League places. Lazio are in fourth. While it was all about the top clubs in Italy, in Spain's Primera División, the bottom two sides went head-to-head as Malaga hosted Almeria. Bottom side Malaga took the points despite the visitors taking the lead after just 8 minutes. Banguli with the goal for Almeria. And it took the home team until the second half to draw level. Enzo Maresca scoring to make it 1-1. Almeria were then reduced to 10 men, and Malaga went ahead 12 minutes before time. Jose Rondon heading past the keeper. Juan Miguel Lopez then sealed the points in injury time after the visitors had another man sent off. A final score, Malaga 3, Almeria 1. The head of Formula One says they will have to make a decision soon as to whether the Bahrain Grand Prix will be rescheduled. Bahrain was due to host the season opener race on March the 13th, but it had to be called off due to the unrest in the kingdom. But F1 boss Bernie Ecclestone says he wants to reschedule the event for later in the season rather than cancel it altogether. The International Olympic Committee has rejected Iran's complaint that the logo for the London 2012 Olympic Games is racist. Iran's National Olympic Committee wrote a letter to the IOC president saying the logo spells out the word Zion. Iran believes it shows a pro-Israeli stance, which Tehran deems racist. The IOC says the logo represents the figure 2012 and nothing else. In the NBA, the Chicago Bulls are going strong in their push towards a top spot in the Eastern Conference. The Bulls crushed the Washington Wizards. Chicago led from the start and never trailed their host Derrick Rose and Luol Deng. Each scored 21 points apiece for the Bulls. Now, Joakim Noah added another 19, leading Chicago to a 105-77 victory. The win moves them to within a game of second place, Miami. And that's it for sport. Back to you, David.
Thank you very much indeed. Off to Kyrgyzstan. Yeah, the temperatures are warm in there, but it's a spring of discontent. The new government struggling to get a grip on the finances of the country, and for people that means that food prices are going up, jobs are scarce to come by, and the country could default on its debt. Not a lot to look forward to, as Robin Forestier-Walker tells us from the capital, Bishkek.
Poverty flourishes in the shadow of these mountains. The ramshackle town of AlJazeera, population 15,000, the houses were built illegally on private land by rural poor seeking opportunity, just outside the capital Bishkek. The Doronov family has no running water, no electricity, and no local school to educate the children. Times are hard. Food price inflation is the highest in the region, up as much as 40% from this time a year ago.
After the revolution in April last year, it looked as if the fortunes of the people in this town had changed, because suddenly electricity pylons began to appear. But after the elections and the formation of the new coalition government, the work ceased. And the people here remain cut off, not just from the grid, but from the wider society.
One explanation is that there is no public money to finish projects like this. The government has pledged to increase the budget this year by 37%, but acknowledges substantial problems.
We have a budget with a deficit and a stagnant economy. Our first priority has been to stabilise the economy through elaborate mechanisms that could provide us with results this year.
That includes raising tax revenues, but 70 to 80% of all the money in Kyrgyzstan flows through the underground economy. And critics say this, above all, must be addressed.
They're not trying to, work with the current situation that we have with the gray economy and see how we can attract those businesses, those entrepreneurs, to come into the official sector and start paying taxes.
The quick fix for Kyrgyzstan will inevitably be aid and loans from international donors, but that means continuing dependency and debt. While towns like AlJazeera remain a symbol of sickness at the root of the Kyrgyz economy. Robin Forestier-Walker, AlJazeera, AlJazeera, Kyrgyzstan.
Going to go back to some pictures we've just received from Tripoli, the Libyan capital. This was on the 20th of February, but first time anybody's seen these. It's amateur video, clearly, and it's not clear actually who is being filmed here, because this was a night when there were clashes between pro and anti-Gaddafi Libyans on the streets. Yeah, they were accused, these were the anti-Gaddafi protesters, of stoning